Tired of being bloated, feeling gassy all the time, and dealing with miserable GI symptoms that your doctor just can't explain? In this video, I'm going to share the #1 food to remove from your diet and how it can often be connected to gut-wrenching GI symptoms. Dealing with annoying GI symptoms can make you feel that no matter what you eat, it's going to set you off. But what most people are missing is that there is one food that you can find in almost any restaurant meal, most packaged foods, and even in so-called healthy packaged foods that can be literally wrecking your GI health. Do you know that gut dysbiosis and conditions like leaky gut can be the gateway to autoimmune disease and also accelerate them? Answer yes or no, and feel free to place your questions and leave a comment in the comment box below. And if you find this content helpful, let me know by liking this video and or subscribing below. This may seem surprising, but gluten really can be that harmful. When it comes to gut health, most people know little to nothing about the intricacies of how their digestive and gut microbiome work. In part, this is because the education isn't there, and we have a lot of new scientific information about the microbiome and how bacteria are really responsible for our gut balance. When it comes to conventional medicine, their job is to look for underlying pathology and to make sure that you don't have any severe disease. However, when all the tests return with normal findings, they are left with medications to manage your symptoms. I don't know about you, but many of my patients don't like taking medications, especially if there's another way to help heal or manage their condition. Very rarely do the specialists discuss the importance of bacteria, too much or too little, and very rarely do they discuss about the microbiota. Gluten, which is a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye, can be so damaging and for many reasons. For one, the wheat that most people are eating in high qualities, such as in bread, crackers, and cereal, isn't the wheat that we ate 50 years ago. It's been so modified that it can be such a great irritant to the gut. And it's also sprayed with high levels of glyphosate, which one can question how this impacts our gut bugs. On top of that, many people have undiagnosed sensitivity to gluten, which does not come up on your standard blood tests and scopes that even the GI specialists are doing, hence the mystery GI symptoms. What's more, gluten contains a protein called zonulin. That protein can cause the lining of your intestines to become more permeable than they should be, hence leaky gut syndrome. And let's face it, wheat is in so many of our foods, even in the things like sauces and broth, because it's used as a cheap thickener. So this is why it's important to get the proper testing if you suspect that you have gluten sensitivity, or even if you have unexplained GI symptoms. In my office, I often order tests to assess gluten sensitivity. I like to order tests to assess celiac. Celiac disease is an immune disease. It's an autoimmune disease which people can't eat gluten because it will damage your small intestine. If you have celiac disease and eat foods with gluten, your immune system responds by damaging your small intestine. Now keep in mind, a patient can be negative for celiac disease, but still be non-celiac gluten sensitivity. In addition to blood work, I also like to use food sensitivity testing and stool testing when necessary for a deeper analysis to assess for pathogens such as parasitic, bacterial, or viral, to look for H. pylori, because when it's elevated, it can cause an array of GI issues. Parasites and worm, I like to assess the normal bacterial flora. I like to see if there's overgrowth, yeast, or fungi. And lastly, it assesses intestinal health markers, which helps me understand how well you're digesting your food. I see many patients who have tried gluten-free only to gain weight and feel even worse. One of the pitfalls I often see is when patients attempt to eat gluten-free, they often replace gluten-laden food with gluten-free foods, which is often substituted with grains such as a potato starch, a cornstarch, or a rice starch. Going gluten-free is just a start to helping your gut heal. Thank you for watching, and if you're interested in partnering with me or just learning more about keeping your digestive health in check, please schedule a free phone consultation with my team. Just click the link below. Speak to you soon. Stay healthy, stay strong.